Hey y'all, it's your girl DJ with Plan for Keeps, dating app and podcast. And I'm here with y'all doing another episode specifically on hookup culture. It's the last day of the year, and I want to do a video on how hookup culture is declining. I want to say it's dead, but I know there's a lot of people who are still engaging in hookup culture. There's still a lot of people who like hookup culture. They want to be involved in hookup culture. So it's not dead, but the statistics, social media, and how people are moving, it's definitely showing that it's declining. And here's why. So Gen Z and young millennials are showing that they are more focused on emotional intimacy versus physical intimacy. There's a lot of people in all of generations that are here today that are showing burnout of the superficiality of hookup culture. Like, people are tired of it. People are looking for more depth to their romantic relationships. So that's another reason why. People are more focused on self-love, self-care now, and people are more focused on their own well-being. So with people being more focused on self-love, focusing on their own well-being and focusing on their own emotional growth, they're less likely to engage in casual hookups. They're less likely to engage in situations or relationships that don't serve them, which I think is amazing. That is an awesome shift. And then lastly, I think because of the pandemic, people are more focused on intentional dating, building intentional relationships. So people are looking for more compatibility. People are looking for shared values, shared goals. So people are being more intentional, which also means that they're not looking for instant gratification, which is the only thing that hookup culture brings. So there's that. Now, there's 5 studies that I showed that links to the decline of hookup culture. And I'm going to pull them up on my phone because I don't want to say the wrong, I don't want to say the wrong thing because I'm good for doing that. So we'll start off with a 2020 study published in the journal Archives of Sexual Behavior, already messing up, found that young adults born in the 1990s were having less sex than previous generations in their age group. This suggests a move away from the casual sex that categorized hookup culture. The General Social Survey, a long-running survey on American attitudes and behaviors, also shows a decline in sexual activity among young adults. A 2023 survey by dating app Hinge found that 75% of Gen Z users were looking for a long-term relationship, indicating a shift away from casual dating and hookups. Pew Research Data Center from 2019 showed that a majority of young adults, a whopping 78%, believe that having a successful marriage was one of the most important things in life. A 2017 study in the Journal of Sex Research found that hookups were associated with increased psychological distress, particularly for women. A 2022 survey in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that young adults are more likely to believe that sex should be a part of a committed relationship compared to previous generations. So this data, amongst other things that I see on social media, is definitely showing the trend of the hookup culture declining, showing that people want that depth, that emotional connection, not just physical. So there's a lot of people who constantly talk about there's pee in the dating pool constantly, especially here in Atlanta. And so I know the question is, well, how do you link up with these people? How do you align with these people. And it always starts with us. Like, you have to do the work so you can be an energetic match, or even just a match in general, for the people that you seek. So 9 times out of 10, if you are watching this video, you have associated with hookup culture in some type of way. So with that being said, it's always asking yourself why. Being more present in your behaviors, in your patterns, and in what you do. So when you do engage on the dating apps, pay attention to that dopamine hit of how it feels when somebody shows interest. Pay attention to when you're messaging back and forth with somebody or a romantic partner, and maybe they want to hook up or they want to see you. How does it make you feel? And then question that, question everything, question why, and then go from there. Why does it make you feel good? And then when you think of that, then go down even further. Like, why does it matter? Like, what is the connection of you dealing with this person? Or why does the apps make you feel a certain way when you get a lot of attention? Do you need that instant gratification? If so, why? And then go down that rabbit hole of why. And then see if you hit a memory from adolescence or childhood where maybe you didn't feel worthy. Maybe something bad happened and it hit your self-esteem. And maybe a full circle moment will happen where you realize, oh, maybe that's why it's so important to me to hook up with this thing or be a part of this. And in reality, it's contradicting what I really want. So with you doing the work and understanding yourself and being more present, that will help you with really aligning with what you really want, the type of people you really want. Because what you would find attractive in a certain mindset that may be in your mindset now, you won't find attractive if you do the work. So, and doing the work looks like really being honest. Doing the work looks like looking at those what you felt were shameful events when you were dealing with other people. Doing the work looks like really looking at those relationships and those relationships and the people that you dealt with, and really analyzing events that you dealt with that you really didn't want to deal with. And then really thinking and questioning, well, why did I engage? Whether it's because you didn't want them to leave you, or you felt like that's what you were supposed to do, or whatever the case may be. Really digging and just analyzing and pulling out all of the icky, shameful shit that you just want to forget about, and really analyzing and understanding your whys. And then once you can paint those pictures, you start doing the work. Start rebuilding. Like, okay, what do I really want? How do I no longer move in a place of needing to perform for love? What does that look like for you? And then from there, after you do that hard shit, I challenge you to get into new environments, meet new people, practice the skills that you've been developing, and get aligned with the right people. It always starts with you. If you're running around saying that the dating pool has pee in it, if you're running around saying that all men are dogs, or if you're a man and you feel like all women, all they want is money, they want this, they want that, and you're dealing with women that you really probably aren't aligned with, then you need to look at you. Why are you running in circles? Okay. Why are you constantly still dealing with the same type of caliber of people, but just with different faces? What rooms and environments are you too afraid to get into? The internet is free for us in the States. You could do research to find out what places and where do people go. Find out what do you want to be? What caliber of person you feel your highest self is. And then do the work to get there so you can intermingle with the people of that caliber and in those spaces. Being open minded too is a great thing. But the first practice to being open minded is not being afraid to question yourself, being more present with yourself. Because another reason why you probably are single or you running into trash is because you feeling like this person is you too good for this person, but in reality, that's not the case at all. That person could be your equal match, evenly yoked, but you so damaged that you can't even see it. So the first step starts with you. You have to do the work. And then when you're doing the work, you cannot be afraid to experience new environments, new places, new things, gain new skills, and get in the same spaces as the people you feel your highest self belongs around and with. Okay? I hope this episode helped. I was just doing research and I saw that hookup culture was declining. And I wanted to speak on that because I'm really against the dating pool has P in it. I'm really against the generalizations that men try to put on women and women try to put on men. Like, I'm against all of that negative talk. I'm against it. And I feel like if you do have something negative to say towards a group of people, then you got a lot of work to do with yourself. So I'll end it there. I'll be back next week with another episode. And until next time.